Hey guys, so I'm going to talk a little bit about inverse functions today. So it's a very simple basic example here. So the question will usually give you gx, so gx equals x plus 3, and they just ask you the inverse function of that. Okay, so how do you do this? Very simple. The first step is every time you see it as an inverse function question that requires you to get an inverse, all you need to do is do this: gx equals to y. You just need to do this. This is your first step. Okay, and the second step is obviously to make sure that gx equals to y lah. So y equals x plus 3. So you put the x plus 3 here into the gx here. So x plus 3 equals y. Okay, that's step 2. And then on step 3, you need to put the x into one side. So we want to put the x here. X equals to y minus 3 lah. You bring the 3 over here, it becomes minus. So x equals y minus 3. So that's step 3. That's very important. Okay, so now comes the slightly complicated part. How do you get inverse of a function? Usually is like this. So gx equals to y from step number 1. So when you want to get an inverse, it's very simple. This is a rule that you need to understand. If you bring the x over to this side, this one goes to this side. Okay, when y goes to this side, it becomes a g inverse of y. Okay, so that's what you need to know. This is the key part that you need to understand. So from here is very easy already. So as you know, from step 3, you can put the step 3, you can see x is from step 3. You will get equals to y minus 3, right? Because the x from here and x equals that you know from here is y minus 3. You put it into x, and then so hence you get this. Sorry, 1 equal y minus 3. Alright, and in this, a second rule you need to know is that you can change your variables wherever you want. If it's g negative 1, g to the power negative 1, y equals y minus 3, there's only one unknown here, right, which is y. It's exactly the same if you want to substitute it to g minus 1, x equals to, just change the y to x's, and that's your answer. Very, very, very simple, right? So let me run through that with you again. Okay, the question gives you gx equals x plus 3. They want you to find the inverse of that function. So the first step is to always put gx equals to y. Like whatever function they give, always just equate it to y. And then so you just have to substitute in from up here the x plus 3 that was given in the question. You put x plus 3 here, x plus 3 equals to y. The second step. Third step, put the x into the left hand side. So x here equals to y minus 3. Okay, then after that you move on to the rule of inverses. If gx equals to y, when you bring over the y to this side and x goes this side, you switch places. The rule is this: g minus 1 bracket y equals x. That's the rule that you need to know. Okay, and since you already found x in the third step here, all you need to put is the y minus 3 into the x here. Substitute x and y minus 3. Put this into here. Hence you get this: g inverse of y equals y minus 3. And then, as I said just now, if the whole function has only one unknown and you're only changing the unknown, you can change the unknown to whatever you want. You can put g inverse x equals x minus 3. You can put g inverse a equals a minus 3, whatever, it doesn't matter. So all you need to do now is to change the y to the x, and you get x minus 3. So you change the y to x here on the left hand side, and you change y to x on the right hand side, and that's how you get your answer. Okay, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thank you.